You know, I realize I just made a video, for my intro and everything, but I'm excited to show everybody the bones that I've got. And this is only a really small portion of them. These are the best ones that I've got so far. I got a big box of them in my closet, as well as my baby teeth, but I don't think anybody on here is like falling all over themselves to see a bunch of teeth. So these are just the cool ones that I've got. Cool things. Some of them are like wet specimens. Alright, let me start. This is just a raccoon tail. And let me also preface this by saying I didn't kill anything to get these. Some of these were purchased. Most of them were found, on railroad tracks or things like that. I would never kill something just to have like a trophy. That's super gross and unethical. Okay. Let's see. It's kind of tangled, but this is a wind chime that I made. I had it on my porch for a while. And I think those are ribs. I don't know what they came from though. I couldn't tell you. But I was really proud of that when I made it, even though it's kind of junky looking. Okay. This is an alligator head that I purchased in Virginia Beach at the Shell Shack, if you've ever been there, on the pier. I think it's 31st Street? I don't remember. But it's on the pier in Virginia Beach. I think he's pretty cool. Like that's one of my favorites, just because I hope, however, the people I've bought these for were ethical about, the way they collected the things. Here's a fetal shark that I also got at the Shell Shack. That's kind of hard to see. Let's see if that'll focus. I think you get the idea. Jeez, what's wrong with this thing? He's cute. I hope nobody did anything bad to him, because he's just a baby. But I like that. I like it all, Another thing I got from the Shell Shack is this little puffer fish. And he's got a googly eye. I think that's kind of disrespectful, but he's cool, I really like him. Let's see. This I got from Memento Mori, and that is in Loveland, Ohio. And it's an octopus. Just a little octopus. He's awesome. I have a giant octopus tattoo on my shoulder, so that's one of my favorite animals. This, I think, was a deer. I'm not actually sure. This one, I think, was the one that a friend of mine gifted to me. And it's just the top half of its skull. And that's probably the most well-formed skull that I have. Yeah, alright. And this one is less well-formed because during the process of... because when you collect bones and stuff and they still have skin on them, there's different processes you have to go through to get the skin off of it. But this one didn't want to budge so much, so I had to kind of physically remove it, and that's why it's cracked, because I had to use a tool, which is a shame, because I don't know, I think this was a sheep. If anybody knows what some of this stuff is, just let me know, because half the time I find it when it's not, like, still identifiable. This is either a possum or a raccoon. I think it's a possum. That's what it looks like to me. It's kind of like a rodent looking skull. Yeah. This I also don't know what it is, but it's a really big one that I found on the train tracks. And I have a lot like these, but I just have so many of them, and a lot of them are kind of falling apart, that I keep them in this big box in my closet. Okay. And I got a lot of these, things that are kept in glass. That's, I think, some sort of hornet. It's super hard to tell with some of this I don't know what's up with this camera. It's on an iPad. But yeah, I think that's a hornet. This is some kind of beetle. I think all these came from this Asian curios shop, also in Virginia. Scorpion. I really like this spider. I don't know what kind that is. Yeah, that is a cool spider. It's got like horns on its back. And then this is a little bird that I found when I was hiking. And I kind of turned it into a little pendant. I don't wear it or anything, but God, I wish that would focus, because it's like rib cage and stuff I had glued to the back of this thing, and then its skull is on the bottom. You know, I may remake this video when I have a better camera, but for now I'm excited to show people this stuff, because I don't know. Then this is the rest of its bones, and that's, you know, this little hangy thing that I had on my wall. This is a meteorite I found, not really a bone or anything, but just something really neat that I like. Found that in Alabama. And I saved the best for last. These are the 2 human bones that I have, which I did not collect them myself. You know, that people always ask that when I show them these things. They're like, how do you have something like that legally? Well, I got it off a website called skullsunlimited.com. I mean, look it up for yourself. I'm not a murderer. This is a finger bone, and I'll get back to that in a second, because I have kind of a cool story about it. And this is a human clavicle, and these are real, you know. They're pretty cool. That's my favorite part of the collection. But about this finger, around the time that I got it, I did some sort of session with a Ouija board and like a ghost box, if you know what that is. And I asked the name of who this belonged to, and the answer that I got from both mediums was Percy. That doesn't seem likely, because I looked at the origin of these, and it's kind of like, I don't know. You don't really know where they're from, but some sources say India, but they're pretty old. Percy is an older name, but I don't know if it's the same era from which these are claimed to come from. So, you know, that could be his name, but one of the things I believe about that spirit stuff is sometimes you have things trying to mess with you. And that's one of the reasons when I do, like, I don't know, spirit research and stuff, I don't necessarily do it for people's deceased relatives, because I don't want to give people false hope, you know. That's one of those things where you kind of got to give a disclaimer. It could just be something messing with you, as of my understanding right now. But yeah, I think I'm about to run out of battery. But it was good showing you all this stuff. I will be back with more cool stuff later. Bye.